on for such a long time now. If this top kill strategy now doesn't work, it's just a disaster, and all of the words coming out of it are tragedy, natural disaster. I mean, it is hard to underestimate how bad this actually is, but I think the key thing from this story is that Obama is doing nothing but blaming Greece, blaming BP. Blame Greece for everything. Why not? It must be the Greece's fault somewhere. But blaming BP for the problems, which of course is right, but of course taking a lot of the burden on himself, saying that if it doesn't get sorted out, I'm the one you have to come back to. But he's saying everything that BP are doing to solve the problem is going through the administration. So
it's more oil is leaked apparently than what's spilt from the Exxon Valdez.
Yeah, that's it. It's almost becoming one of the biggest ever now, and it's the longer this goes on for, of course, the worse it's going to get. Not just for the environment and the situation around there, but for BP as well. I mean, they don't need this at the moment.
And also the longer it goes on for in Spain in terms of the problems there. We've now got the vote through to put in these austerity measures, but it's going to come up against conflict, isn't it?
They only needed the one vote, didn't they, James? And they got it.
This is the funny thing, because they said yesterday, we will only need one vote to get this through, and they got just one vote to get it through. So, I mean, these stories at the moment are dominating where the markets are going. They're really causing a lot of problems. The euro's plummeting. We're seeing equity markets. The FTSE is spiking every day, whether it be down or up, all on the back of these problems. The fact that these austerity measures got through is good news for the markets. While we saw such a big jump yesterday, if they hadn't have got through, then of course we would have seen yet more market turmoil out of this. But there's more pain to come out of this eurozone story. We've had Greece. We're now in Spain. We've got the likes of Portugal, Italy, and whoever's next, and it's still the big question. Some people think that's overblowing it a bit, but it's the fact that will the euro survive it, and I think that's still up in the air at the moment.
Still a huge question, isn't it, over what will happen with the euro?
Yeah, exactly, because you just can't get away from it at the moment. It is so uncertain.
And La Figaro are hoping in France that this strike action could actually result in some reform.
Yes, well, the strike action that we're seeing in France at the moment has not necessarily been supported that well, say the government there. I mean, it was all over the retirement age, and the retirement age is currently 60. They want to raise it to 61 or 62, which is already a long way below where the average is in Europe. So that usually it's about 65, apart from Greece, and no one's blame Greece again,
53.
Which is 53. Everyone knows the retirement age of Greece nowadays. So, but they're on strike. Yesterday was a key day, but still, it's not getting the support that they expected to get, so they're still managing to run a lot of public sector services as well. So that's leaving government hoping that maybe the plans are going to get a little bit more support.
Because we are used, the French are good at striking. We're used to seeing the French being on strike, but we're not used to seeing people in China on strike.
No, that's very true. The French you can expect it from, but the Chinese, this is what we're seeing out there in terms of these Honda strikes is the fact that it's the biggest in Chinese history at the moment. Thousands and thousands of people on strike, and the problem with this is the car makers have been under so much pressure throughout the recession. We saw the Honda closing plants here in the UK while we were going through the recession, closing plants all over